Hi guys. We first of all are back to our regularly scheduled programming. It was a couple weeks of we weren't on schedule, but we're back and we're better than ever.
Yes. Yes, I'm trying my best. I'm still struggling a little bit, but I wanted to show up. I'm sorry I
Yeah.
couldn't make it last week, but
All
I
good.
have MS and this is just sometimes the best I can do.
Yeah, so if you watched our last video, our BravoCon recap, Ashley opened up about her MS and her journey. And I know some of you relate to that story. And sometimes we have to listen to our bodies, and Ashley is listening to her body. She's in her bed, and we're still here and we're showing up for you guys. And so, like we were saying, we were inconsistent a few weeks with all the things, but now we're back. And we're so excited to recap some of the amazing things. Well, actually, this list is not great. It was not a great week for Bravo. Was it? Okay. Guys,
We're
I'm
doing our
I'm
best.
I'm caffeinating up right now. I just got back home from a little family staycation, so again,
But are
bear.
you drinking Celsius?
No, I'm
Did you
not.
hear about Jeff Lewis?
Okay, so I I didn't read it, but I saw the headline.
Oh my God, I actually listened to the clip. And sorry, this wasn't on the topic list,
It's
but this is so
fine.
wild to me. He was very offensive to people who
Extremely.
get, any kind of assistance with food. Mind you, people who use SNAP benefits, like 50% of them work two jobs and they still can't afford. And mind you, when people get SNAP benefits, it's like $2 or $3 a day. Like you would think that these people, like, it's not. Anyway, that's a story for another day. Jeff said some really, really things,
Toward
not great
Monica
things
Garcia from Salt Lake.
specifically her and just
Yeah.
like a whole big percentage of our population. And then he says on his podcast, like, oh, one of my really close friends told me how out of pocket I was. And they know I
Extremely.
don't, yeah. And they were like, yeah, they know I don't do drugs. And I was like, well, I did have a Celsius that day, maybe two. And I was like, are you blaming that on a freaking energy drink? Like Celsius, enter the chat.
Okay, I will say, as someone
As a Celsius endorser for future knowledge, Imani is your target audience,
Okay,
Celsius.
first of all, Celsius sponsor us. I've also been into Bloom lately because my besties Julia and Sydney recommended, shout out, they listen, recommended Bloom energy drinks. So I switched to Bloom, but I still am a fan of Celsius. But I promise when I drink Celsius, I do act a little hyped, but I never make fun of people for being on Snap. So snaps for me,
It's
have to
snap,
say.
snaps.
Okay, so as I was saying earlier, we this so BravoCon week was a really great week for Bravo Lebs, but the following week, like, oh my gosh, we have arrests, we have CPS visits, we have divorces. So we're gonna get into all of that. But before we do, two things happened this week that we loved. Number one, Wicked came out. Ashley and I both saw it. Hey Alphaba with the green background.
Ooh, yes, always Team Elphaba. I
Team Alphaba.
mean,
So we won't give away spoilers in the event that you guys have not seen it yet, but like, what were your visceral reactions? Because I effing cried at the end. I was not okay.
I was more frustrated with the ending. Like, why can't we all just have, if we're not going to say too
World
much, I don't want
peace.
to, huh?
World peace.
Yeah, like literally, would it be so bad for everybody just to be okay and like exist together?
Well, you know
But
what? Life
no,
imitates art.
we have to have somebody be wicked and there has to be an enemy. Like it's frustrating. Like I get all the goodness. I love the friendship. I love all of it. But it's very infuriating to me that we all just can't freaking get along. And it's not even that we can't get along. We can't publicly get along. But like when I thought of Dr. Is it Dillamond? I
Digman,
always just
whatever.
think,
Yeah.
yeah, I always just think it's Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones.
I've never seen Game of Thrones.
Oh my God, he's the most amazing actor.
Really?
I love him so much. The fact that he plays the wise goat,
Goat.
which
Yeah.
obviously goat, LOL, the
LOL.
acronym, but he is literally the goat. Like
Like
he is the
literally.
goat. The goat is the goat. I love him so much, but like the fact that he doesn't know the reality at the end of the movie, like that just breaks my heart. And that so many people don't know actually how the story ended. Like,
Okay, so let's just say this. Okay, so right now, if you don't want a spoiler of Wicked, fast forward a little bit. I'll put my hand like this when you can chime back in. Go ahead, Ashley.
okay, so like Alphabet didn't die, and I love that. And she and Fiero went off together into whatever the other side of the rainbow, other side of Oz, into this other dimension. It's giving very like Tatooine, if you know Star Wars, it's very deserted. Like,
Yeah.
and she's with the person she loves, like love a soulmate story. But why couldn't she be with her other soulmate who was Glinda? And why does Glinda have to go on existing, like being alone?
Well, it's the moral of the story. Elphaba was like, there has to be wicked for people to be good, and Glenda like, I want you to be the good. So like, I'm
Right,
sacrificing myself so like you can have this dream, and people don't need to know the truth. Anyone that matters knows the truth. And that's
right,
okay. And I relate to that. I don't care what people who I don't care about think about me. I care about what the people who I love and I value and I respect. I care what they think. And as long as they
right.
think good thoughts about me, I don't give a singular F. Okay? Hear me when I say, I don't give a singular F if I wouldn't take advice from you, what you think about me.
No, I definitely hear that. It just makes me sad that like I don't think of just like it makes me sad that the soulmates are also Glenda and Elphaba. And the
Right.
fact that like they couldn't like exist in a world where in on paper there's no reason they couldn't exist except
Right.
everybody needs somebody to hate. And
And exactly. Exactly.
like why does like shared hatred have so much power?
I don't know, but
Like
in
that's just
terms
kind of gross. Maybe I'm just like kind of grossed out in the state of the
I
world right
think
now.
so. I okay,
But
so
like
let's take out the like chargedness of it and like how we wish everyone could live copacetic. In terms of the movie, compared to the first one, did you prefer the first one? Did you prefer the music to the second one? Like what was your like overall feeling of it?
Um, I mean, I just like things that are pretty, so I like the first one better in that. And like when I think of like, because I love dark content, like kind of my thing, I really enjoyed this. Like the storytelling, like
Yeah.
oh my God,
Oh my gosh.
no good deed, like
Oh,
literally, like
injected
I
into my veins,
melted.
Cynthia Erivo.
But like, and it's funny, after I saw the movie, I went back, like, I don't like to see any kind of spoilers. And there were two songs that didn't fit in for me. And then I went back and I learned that they weren't even
Correct.
part
They
of
were
the
added.
musical.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm sorry, The Girl in the Bubble did not do it for me. Ariana's
I agree.
amazing.
I liked the cinematography of it and how it was filmed.
It was lovely. She's amazing.
Oh my
Not
God.
taking away any of that. The song was not needed.
Agreed. Ariana Grande is a movie star.
She's
And I'm
amazing.
glad people see the range now. I've mentioned it in past. Like, I have followed Ariana's career since before she was on Cat and Sam, whatever, Nickelodeon, showing my young age there. But I loved Ariana. I followed her career. I've watched her on all of the shows. I would watch her YouTube videos. Like, I quite literally grew up with Ariana Grande. She's from Boca, which isn't terribly far from me. And, like, she's always dreamed of playing in the Wicked, I was gonna say the Wiz, lol, in Wicked and Wizard of Oz. Like even on Victorious, the show she was on Nickelodeon, she would play Dorothy. Like she's always wanted this, and from like a manifestation standpoint, it makes me cry for her because I'm like, how cool that you truly did get your heart's desire, and that was to play Glinda. Like that role was
Mhm.
made for her and Cynthia Erivo. I love it. I love them. I actually want to go back and listen to the NBC special that they sang together on stage. It's on Peacock, I think. I never got
Mhm.
around to watching it, but it was them performing like all of their songs on stage, and so I want to go back and watch it. But okay, so that was Wicked. Something else that premiered this week. Did you have any other
Oh,
thoughts?
no, but we should do the wave so people know to
Oh
chime
yes, thank you. I already forgot. Okay, guys, clock in.
chiming in, clocking, unclipping.
Unclipping. Okay, Wicked conversation's done. Southern Charm premiere.
I think I fell asleep and didn't turn it back on. I'm
Okay, so
sorry.
I guess I will lead this convo.
No, I'm doing my best. Like I've been like sleeping like I think 18 hours a day. I'm doing the best I can.
Okay, so Southern Charm premiered. I love Molly. I always love Molly. She is such a breath of fresh air on this show, and I love that she's in the band. Although I'm a little disappointed she chose Corey, flirting with
Yeah.
Corey over going to her band performance because I think she's so much better than him. But
Ew. Like, why are we trying to make these guys happen?
yeah, I'm
Like,
like,
it's
what are
like
we
they're
doing?
doubling down on these people, and it's just like, I don't get it.
Yeah. Also from the premiere, we saw that Vanita and Craig are so. Did you catch that or did
Yeah,
you?
no, and I'm totally Team Vanita.
Oh
I'm
my gosh, Team
sorry.
Vanita
Like,
through and
Greg is
through.
so ick.
Yeah, although to Craig's point, I guess if I was like, Vanita, you're on my cast, we're, friends enough. So I guess from Craig's perspective, like that does suck that Vanita took Paige aside. But maybe she
Mhm.
was closer to Paige. Maybe she never had that like authentic relationship with Craig. And how Craig's been reacting and being toward Vanita is disgusting to me. Like the way that he's treating her, I just do not F with.
I see you, Craig. I know guys like him.
Yeah, no, we see it. And like again, loyalty is important. And I can't say I wouldn't be offended if I was Craig and Vanita like vehemently took Paige's side. Like so much so like publicly speaking on it. Like,
But it's not like they were friends beforehand. Like,
well, and that's
why? I just don't see that they had the relationship to where she would need to go out on a limb for him if she didn't think he was doing the right thing. Like, she could
yeah.
legitimately just think Paige was not in the wrong. And the fact that she didn't have much of a relationship with him in the first place, she's just, why would I go out on a limb to defend somebody I'm not even friends with?
Exactly, exactly. And so right now the point of contention is Sally and Craig. It's teeing up for them to have some sort of showmance or flirtationship, whatever it is, filling a void of some sort on either end. I don't know. And Sally and Vanita have gotten really close. So now it's like, well, what do we do when my best friend and a potential boyfriend aren't really speaking? So that's kind of
Awkward.
where the show is teeing up now. We also saw Madison's baby shower that Miss Patricia hosted.
Love to see Miss
Love to
Patricia and
see
Madison
it.
together. I just love them.
I do too. We love Madison and Miss Patricia together. And as we know now, Teddy's here and she's super cute. And it's all pink and bows and girliness. And so happy for Madison that she had that because obviously her son, Hudson, is a boy. So I'm
Right.
happy that she and Brett had their baby girl. And Brett is just the greatest. I love
And I'm
Brett.
sorry, I love Chef's Gift. That teddy bear fucking ate.
Oh my
I'm so
gosh.
sorry.
It's okay.
I just said the F word. I'm so
As I like
sorry.
breathed heavy into my mic.
Hold on, not me being Whitney Levitt this week on this
Oh my
show.
gosh.
Not me, but we'll get to that in a minute. But me being Whitney Levitt, I'm so sorry. We try to keep it cute here.
Yeah, speaking of, I didn't get a chance to watch the last two Dancing with the Stars because
I
I
mean,
think
literal teardrops for you because I know, like, I
I was
know how
so mad.
important it is,
So
and to be out of the loop
I'm
sucks.
so mad. So I was a businesswoman and I chose watching Salt Lake City live, and I typically watch Dancing with the Stars live. So then, because
Going
Ashley,
into BravoCon.
yeah, so Ashley and I like to do our Real Housewives recap. So I typically wake up early Wednesday morning, watch it, and then we film it, and then I upload it. So because we were going to BravoCon, I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to not watch Dancing with the Stars. So I didn't watch. I saw the outcome of it. Whitney was eliminated. Very sad. I love Whitney. I'm a Whitney apologist. I think she is going to blow up. She has everything, and I think the girls on her cast are just jealous to include Jen Affleck. And I can
Big time.
Oh my gosh, Jenna, I won't even go there. And we need to do, maybe if we have time, we can do another episode this week talking about more stuff because why not? If we have capacity. I know Thanksgiving is this week, so we'll see. So yeah, that's Southern Charm. Let us know your thoughts on the Southern Charm premiere. Let us know your thoughts on Wicked in the comments. If you didn't know, we have discussion posts on tasteofreality.com. So anytime a new show airs on Bravo or otherwise, we will have discussion posts each week. So you guys can watch alongside other taste buds and you can watch alongside us. It's really fun. We love our community online. So that's just a
Yes.
plug for tasteofreality.com.
And
So
always, yeah, we appreciate when you guys have requests. So
yes.
never hesitate to email, slide in the comments,
Yeah.
and just let us know, hey, we're watching this. Please provide.
Yeah.
You ask, we deliver.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we work for you guys. Like, we obviously love doing this, but it doesn't serve us to like post stuff and talk about stuff that nobody cares about. So always let us know. Feel free to email us, DM us. We're accessible. We are here with you. So okay, well, we're gonna pivot over to the week from hell for Bravo. So first things,
Ooh, it
yeah,
was so ugly. I'm so glad there was some resolution with some of it, though.
there is some resolutions. Okay, so let's start with Jenna Lyons not returning to RHONY. So a lot of people thought BravoCon there would be some major announcement regarding Jersey or New York. Andy Cohen said there's not. But shockingly, Jenna Lyons posted, I think it was yesterday. If it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before, that she was not coming back to Real Housewives of New York. She was asked to return as a friend of. She said yes initially for season 16. And then she ultimately decided because her life right now isn't conducive to being filmed for the show, she ultimately decided to step away. So we will not be getting Jenna effing Lyons for next season, but that tells me that conversations are like happening and happening quickly, and like we should be hearing something soon.
I'm just excited for something. And then Jenna was one of my favorite of the new characters. I
Yeah.
would love to see some of the people. I mean, it's no secret. I love Dorinda. You love
Yeah.
Dorinda. And now, like, we're best friends in my head.
Yeah.
After
No,
going to that
Dorinda
dive
and
bar event,
Ashley
like,
specifically connected. Like I was the third wheel and I'm okay with that. But those two were like connecting. I get it. I love it for them, but Dorinda's the best.
love Dorinda. The way my mom, like, snatched up that sweatshirt from Clorox,
Mm.
the one that was
I
like,
haven't even gone through my gift bag yet. That should tell
oh,
you.
okay. First of all, Dorinda Medley, snaps to you. We got the nicest gift bag from her in Clorox. Like, it was so
I
nice.
have it right
And
here.
they sent a Uber code so we could like get a free ride to the event.
Like,
Like,
are you kidding?
nobody does it like Dorinda Medley.
She
You
made it
guys,
effing nice.
it is so nice. Inside that gift bag, inside the makeup bag, are so many great products.
Like, are you kidding me? Bye. This is stunning.
It's stunning. My mom took custody of the
Handwritten note
sweatshirt.
from
A
Clorox.
handwritten note, you guys.
We're not going to go through all of this, but I haven't even myself gone through this. I have this. You guys, we're doing the best we can. We're going
We're
into a
doing this is
holiday
the
week.
best we can.
Yeah.
It's still Halloween in my house. I think it's going to be Halloween for a few more weeks. We'll see when I can get around to making Christmas happen.
I
It's
mean,
happening in my
Ashley,
head.
stay in the maybe this year is just Halloween forever, and that's okay. I will celebrate Christmas for you. So tomorrow morning, my mom works in the school district, and so they're off all week. So she's already texted me like, "What time are you coming over tomorrow so we can decorate?" And I was like, "Okay, I will be there."
Oh, and shout out to our poor teachers who only get Thursday, Friday off. Isn't that terrible?
Well, shockingly, I was shocked my mom's off the entire week because typically I feel like they're only off like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe. But yeah, so
If
good
you
for
have to
them.
cook and clean and make it
I
nice,
know. That's a
speaking of
lot.
Dorinda.
So yeah, shout out to Clorox. That's so cool. I'm gonna have to go through that today and like
Yeah,
actually go
no,
through it.
iconic. Iconic. I'm so sorry. I'm having the hardest time staying focused. I always do. Like, it's exasperated right now. So get me back on track, Queen.
Okay. Well, everyone that listens to us knows that we go on tangents sometimes, and this is our pop culture weekly roundup, and it's also just us talking about our lives. So I think people like the content. I don't know. They'll let us.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so Ashley's gonna take this one, but sadly, and I am so sad about this, so sad, and that is that Kandi and Todd have split. I loved them so much, and I genuinely did not believe the rumors because they started happening lately. Because like Kandi hasn't been sitting with her ring.
Oof.
Todd wasn't at her the Bravos when Kandi was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award, but also Kandi thanked Todd and she spoke highly of Todd. And Riley referred to Todd's daughter as her sister on the Next Gen NYC panel, which they still are because even if their
Of
parents
course.
split, but like that relationship has come a long way. If you watched Atlanta, like I'm just sad. So Ashley, go ahead and take away like the specifics.
Okay, so in the main takeaway is Candy is asking for privacy, grace, blah, blah,
Hmm.
blah. But what did for sure happen is she filed for divorce from
Okay.
Todd. It was not, from her statement that she gave, it was not a mutual seeming thing. Todd hasn't chimed in. But I think something that I didn't register and I probably should have registered, of course, if she's accepting the Lifetime Achievement Award, which love the camp, like the campiness
Right.
was so peak. Like BravoCon gave us so
The
much.
Bravos were amazing, you
The
guys. Like,
Bravos were
oh my God.
so good. The Lifetime Achievement Award, going to Candy, her acceptance speech, she really
Beautiful.
like she was so thankful of Todd. I mean, she
Yeah.
spoke so highly of him. Honestly, we need Andy and a camera on Mama Joyce. If anything, where is Mama Joyce right now? I fear it's like a Cheshire cat situation.
So I thought that too, but some people on Threads got had a good point. They're like, anyone who thinks that Mama Joyce is rejoicing doesn't know how divorce works. And I was like, wait, actually, yeah, because
Because children
yeah,
clocked.
because like,
Honestly clocked.
yeah, well, Mama Joyce also her whole thing was, in my opinion, this is not disrespect. My read on it is I don't think she liked Candy spending her money on Todd. I think
Mhm.
Candy financially supports Mama Joyce and everyone, which is great. If I had capacity, I would be so happy to support my mom and my family. But that's the impression I get of Candy. And so I think Mama Joyce was kind of like, well, what you give to Todd takes out of my pot. So I'm not loving this. So like that's the read I had on her. And so with divorce, like I don't know what they had a prenup or anything like that. But like certainly I imagine Kandi was the breadwinner in that household. So I'm curious if Todd's gonna get anything. Like, this is a lot, and I'm shocked.
Right.
Like, what happened?
The fact that she is divorcing him, I think that says a lot.
Yeah, it does.
There's also, they've been married 11 years, and I guess there's like a 10-year clause. And
Okay.
truly, I just didn't have the energy to like dive into it. But there's like a legal thing as far as the division of assets.
Okay.
And they do like their collaborations on Broadway. They've done a lot
They
as of
have.
recent.
Yeah.
Othello. It was
Yes.
a huge money maker.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're doing that as like a couple. So
I
I'm
think so
anxious
too.
to
Yeah.
see how things are divided.
Because
Because when you have that much money, obviously that's going to be a huge piece of the puzzle.
right. And I think their dynamic was such that Todd was the producer. I didn't get the vibe that like Kandi was, because I think that's Todd's thing, right? Like, wasn't he like a director or producer or something? So I think,
On Atlanta, I think, wasn't it?
yeah,
Or
like I,
something she worked on.
yeah, like they did a movie with Drew, and I want to say Todd was like very involved in that. So I feel
Right.
like maybe Candy's like in front of the screen, and then not that she doesn't have those executive making decision powers, but I got the impression Todd was kind of like the behind the scenes guy, and Candy was like in the projects and things like that. But either which way, it looked like they were doing these things together. So story developing, we of course don't know, and we respect their privacy and the fact that they have young children. But I hope they work
Clearly,
their
we're
way.
curious though.
We're curious. We're
And we hate it for the
nosy.
babies.
Ugh.
Blaze and Ace, is it?
Yeah, Ace and Blaze.
Oh my God, they're the cutest little kids.
Never forget when Kim Zolciak got pregnant before Candy. Do you remember this? And
Oh,
Candy wanted the name Cash for if she had a boy.
that's
And
right.
Kim named her son Cash. And I remember Candy was so upset. That's why you don't tell people your baby names because they
Right.
can and they will. It's very Sex in the City. Remember
I was gonna
Shayla?
say, don't
Yeah.
do that. That happened to Charlotte York, and we all felt that. We
Yeah.
all felt that. You can't take somebody's sacred baby
You
name.
can't do it. It's blasphemous.
Blasphemous. Like you are n never you and your name in the words girls, girl in the same sentence if you do something like that.
Yeah, no, horrible. And no, if I'm petty and I would still name my child Shayla. We'll be Shayla twins, and I will make it known it was my name first.
Yeah,
I'm Ray
exactly.
J. I did it first. If you get that, you get that. I won't explain it.
No, please
Um,
don't. But yeah, that was
yeah.
really a good one. That was
Thank you.
really
Thank
good one. If
you.
not, you need to look it up.
Exactly. So,
Do your
okay,
homework, kids.
you have that is your task for this evening. So, okay, Wendy Osefo. So, guys, I was really, really hoping that Wendy and Eddie were innocent. Like, I was manifesting that for them as if I was one of their children. I was like, this is not real. This is not happening. I think it's real and I think it's happening, allegedly. They used, allegedly, 40 aliases when committing their tax, or not tax, but like whatever the fraud was. And that's crazy. That's intentional and that's crazy.
Right. So, from what I understand, and again, I've not been as clocked in as I usually am, but I saw the headline in a major publication.
Yeah.
And it started off with allegedly and it ended off with reportedly. So they were so careful with
Yeah.
this headline. That was a very damning headline about Wendy and Eddie, 40 aliases, all the fraud.
Yeah.
And then Wendy immediately, her legal team went ahead
Yeah.
and said that it wasn't true. But, and we covered this at Taste of Reality. It was a pretty long statement.
Yeah.
I kind of provided the headlines. Again, she's maintaining that the way that evidence was gathered was done unlawfully.
Right.
So it can't be used against her because it wasn't done according to,
Procedure.
procedure,
Yeah.
which is a very fair. I mean, that is an absolute legal tactic way to go.
100%. I mean, I'm an avid Law and Order watcher, and if you obtain any evidence not legally and with correct precedent, even if it is evidence A, they did it and you didn't get it the correct way, it's
It,
thrown out.
it's thrown out.
It
Yes.
doesn't
And
matter.
obviously you were raised right. The fact that you can like refer back to Law and Order, like clearly your parents did their job. Like
So,
sometimes when I hear
yes.
people don't watch like things like Law and Order or Dateline, I'm like, who raised you?
So, my mom's like a first 48 girl. I'm not there. But I love SVU, and my queen is Mariska Hargitay, and that's
Um,
on my bucket list of like, I don't care if I'm like a PA on the set. I don't care if I like do her dry cleaning. I need to be in her orbit before I die professionally. So
Right.
that's on my bucket list.
Right. No, I'm obsessed with her and the fact that her mom is Jane
Yeah.
Mansfield. Like, it's just, I love old Hollywood and that
Yeah.
connection and just who she is. She was so smart. And I have so much admiration for her and her mom.
Yeah.
I
I
think that was her
started,
first documentary,
yeah.
amazing.
No, I started watching, I think it's My Mom Jane or something like that, which
Mhm.
is Mariska's documentary on her mother, who was tragically killed. And I started watching it on the plane, I think to LA when we went to LA a few weeks ago. And I stopped because A, I was falling asleep, not because it wasn't interesting, but I was like, I need to watch this like on my couch, right mind, because it was
Right.
extremely good. And yeah, just I have the utmost admiration and respect for Mariska. And she's just a good person from what I've seen online.
Yes.
Yeah. And
No,
I
so
love
much
supporting
respect.
good people who use their platform for good. And I will always be a fan of her. But anyway, back to Bravo. Yeah, so that's the Wendy Osefo of it all. I'm curious because they're probably going to be filming the reunion here soon. I'm curious like how much can Andy pull out of her because it is ongoing. But I feel like we need some sort of closure here.
We need something, but I also understand that it's
Yeah.
an open case. She's not going
Yeah.
to be able to say a whole lot. So she'll have some, I mean, she's not dumb. She has 4 degrees. That's what gets me is like
Yeah.
I hate it when people like try to play dumb and it's like your whole thing is being smart.
Yeah. I think
You
Bethany
really
said that so one time. She's like, are you dumb or are you smart? Which one is it? Because you can't be both. Which one are you choosing? Oh, it
exactly
was regarding Sonia when she did that copycat of Tipsy Girl. She did something
Pixie
else.
girl,
Yeah, it
cheater
was
brand.
Tipsy Girl instead of Skinny Girl. And so she's like, wait, Sonia, are you a business mogul or are you dumb? Which one are we doing? Pick one. And so I'm
Right.
like, clocked.
She
Clocked.
clocked that.
Clocked.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Any other thoughts on Wendy and Eddie?
No, I mean, she did make a point, and if anything, I would ask you, and sorry for the people who don't like this conversation, but part of her statement was a lot of other housewives have been accused of fraud, and it's not been the headlines, it's not been the charges aren't as extreme. The difference is that I come from a different racial background. And while I don't ever expect you, Imani, to represent all people
Of
of a
color.
minority,
Yeah.
literally, like you don't represent Black people,
Right.
but like I also understand that like my reaction to that as a white woman maybe doesn't count as much, and maybe like we white people could kind of just listen. So if that's something you don't mind, like if you are okay commenting, like just what is your POV on her saying that? Do you
Yeah.
see that as
I mean, 100%. I mean, this is known. I have to work twice as hard to get half the amount of respect that Ashley gets just for her just entering a room, right? Like,
we saw that happen at a restaurant in LA. Like they wouldn't, there's a restaurant that wouldn't remake Imani salad. They served
oh my
salmon on the
God,
salad and
tender
then she asked,
greens in West
yeah,
Hollywood.
shame on you, tender
Shame on
green.
you, a plague on all your families, because we won't even get into it. But tender
Maybe
greens
put
and
salmon on everybody's breakfast tomorrow morning. Well, actually, that's not a bad thing for a lot of people, but like shame on you for putting
no,
salmon.
shame on you,
And they
tender
didn't
greens.
replace her
No,
salad
they
with chicken. That was so lame.
we won't even
And
get
they
in.
listen to me differently than her, and that makes me mad.
And I wasn't in the mood to like show my behind in this tender greens in West Hollywood. So like I pick my battles, and that certainly wasn't one I was gonna like go MLK Jr. on. But like in general, tender greens in West Hollywood, I hope this finds you, and I hope you hit every single red light and step on a Lego every day of your life because that's what you deserve.
And we will continue to go to Sweet Greens, which is
And
delicious.
sweet greens is superior to tender greens, so there's that. But to
Superior.
answer your question, I will put this on your lap. How long did we talk about Portia and what she did on the airplane? And was she met by police when she landed? Because the reception that Meredith got recently on a airplane and the reception Portia got recently on an airplane should answer your question.
Yep. No, and you know what? You're exactly right. You're exactly
So,
right.
and if you're offended by this conversation, it's probably because you need to hear it and the truth hurts. Moving on. Okay,
Yeah.
so Meghan King Edmonds
Flip.
Glip recently lost custody of her kids. I'm going to read a statement from page 6 regarding what happened. So, per page 6, Meghan temporarily lost custody of her 3 kids to her ex-husband, Jim Edmonds, because she allegedly gave one of the twins her prescription medication. I believe it was Ritalin. She gave it to her 7-year-old son, Hayes, and then she also instructed the nurse at his school to give him the Ritalin as well. So, the CPS were called because it wasn't Hayes's prescription. I think it was Meghan's. And so, yeah, CPS came. Kelly Dodd, not that she's a reliable narrator, called Meghan, and this wasn't Kelly's place to do, but she posted a video saying, Meghan's one of the best moms ever. If you know nothing about Meghan, know that.
Know that.
And yeah, and she was like, how many people have like taken their dog's medicine? Not that it's right, and it's just like, no, that's true. So I know Meghan has been very troubled within the last few years, but I mean, I that sucks to have your children taken away from you and to be given to their dad when there's already contention in that relationship anyway. Like that's hard. And I can only imagine how smug Jim Edmonds was when Meghan lost her kids. Like I can't even imagine the Cheshire smile he had.
Bleh. Yeah, no, I hate that for her. With that said, like, if it's not the kid's prescription and you're
Agreed.
getting the school involved, like, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
Like, you're, it's not within the law to do that. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
So he
again,
has,
that doesn't mean I've never taken I've run out of something, allergy medicine. That doesn't mean I've snuck into his stash or whatever the case may be. Like, none of us are judging but like when it's with a kid, it's different than
yeah, it's
asking a
different.
school employee to administer something that's not prescribed. That
That's
puts that school
crazy.
employee
It does.
in a really, really bad situation.
Yeah. And sorry. Apparently the source that broke this to Page Six said that he has not been diagnosed, her son that she gave the Ritalin to, with attention deficit slash hyperactivity disorder, so ADHD. So as per his medical charts, he hasn't been diagnosed of it, but that doesn't mean he doesn't struggle with learning disabilities or what have you. None of us really know the specifics, but the fact that she should not have gotten the school involved. Like, if you're going to do that, give it to him in the home, not when he's at school, especially if it's like not in his charts, in the thing.
Mm.
So I'm just like, Meghan, girl, come on.
Right. Like I am not one of those anti-med. Like if a doctor prescribes something, I think you should take it. But also at the same time, like they're young and developing. And if he's not prescribed, then maybe he's not prescribed that medicine for a reason.
Yeah. So they're only temporarily taken. So I
Yeah,
don't
only
know.
temporary. I mean, honestly, I think more information. It doesn't look good for her, but also
It
at the same
doesn't.
time, I hate to see children taken away from their mother. Like I don't think anybody can care for a baby like their mother and father.
Agreed.
So,
And that's just hard too, like, because they're old enough to have thoughts about what's happening. Like,
mm,
wait, why did we leave mom's house so quickly? Like, why are we only with dad?
it's traumatizing.
It's traumatizing. And again, like, I feel like Meghan is kind of a disturbed person just from headlines that I've seen post her tenure on OC and her relationship with Jim and all the divorces she's had. She kind of reminds me of not necessarily like mentally, but just your girl, Christina.
Oh, Christina Hall.
Yes.
Like you can date somebody without getting married. Just an FYI
Is that a
PSA to
thing, Ashley? Is
anybody who needs to hear this, like date people, get engaged, have like a 5-year engagement, but you don't have to marry everyone.
I'm just curious why. Like, why do we, and this isn't me judging at all. I'm literally asking Christina Hall, like,
Right.
why, what's wrong with just dating? I'm genuinely curious, unless it's like an insurance situation of it all, but they have money, I feel. So that's not something us laymen's, like, okay, I need to get married so I can have health insurance and so that I can live like an actual life,
Right.
like that's not the struggles of the upper class people. They don't have to marry for insurance, or
Right.
allegedly,
Sure.
so I don't know,
Yeah.
thinking of Meghan and the children, it's
It's
always the
it's just
children for
tough.
me.
And
Yeah.
this is one of those things like I'm really trying not to judge
Hmm.
because that none of those things make her a bad mom, but like
Right.
it's also not legal. So there has to be some sort
Correct.
of legal like line.
Yeah. And if
I think
yeah.
there's a lot of gray.
Yeah, and if you're a child, like if you're like, okay, he has some disabilities or learning challenges, then take him to the proper places so that he can get, early intervention. That's critical. Early intervening and things like this is so important so that your children have the tools and how to, navigate what their struggle is. So thoughts are with the Meghan King Edmonds children because that sucks.
It's tough. They're young enough to where they can understand, but it's still very overwhelming, I'm sure, for them. And that's just
Exactly. It's sad. But that's kind of the wrap up of what happened in Bravo this
One
week.
more thing, if I'm not mistaken, I think we need to discuss Jen Shah.
Oh
She's going
my
to be out of
gosh, you
prison
guys. Yes, I can.
before Christmas. I think it was December 11th, like less than 3 weeks.
Yeah, Jen
Jen Shah will be a
Shah
free woman.
is going to celebrate Christmas with her family. And while I'm happy for Omar and
Sharif, right?
Sharif,
Sharif
thank
Jr.
you, Junior. Yeah, while I'm happy that they get to have their mom back, that's crazy. I also don't think she's going to go back on Bravo.
I
Because
don't
like
think she's welcomed.
Andy has had visceral reactions about Jen lately. So I don't know. And I don't think we need her anymore. Maybe when Monica was still on, that would have been interesting to me. But right now, Salt Lake City is that effing girl. It is one of the best programs on Bravo right now. And I think it is perfect. And I think they better not touch that cast. And I don't think we don't need Jen's story.
We don't need Jen Shah.
But I will say this, I would be open to this if she came back for one episode and had like a round table with all the women just for them to have closure. I would be open to that. Like, I
Ooh,
genuinely
I
would.
love that
I
idea.
saw that on Thread, so that's not my idea. But somebody was like, no to Jen. But if she came for one episode and it was like an extended whatever it is, and just have all the women like her, because I want her to face Angie. Because Angie talked a lot of crap about Jen Shah, and I would
Right.
like to see it. I want to
Hashtag
see
the black eye.
I want to see what happened. Thank you. With Heather Gay and the Black Eye. What happened? Put them both. Jen has nothing to lose anymore.
Right.
So, and I honestly think, because Teresa, when she came out of prison, she was a different person. Whether it was true or not doesn't matter, but she was, at least on screen, for a season or two, whatever. So I believe Jen would own up to it and make amends and tell the truth. I would like to think. So
Yeah.
I don't need her back for an entire season, but I would absolutely take so much pleasure in watching all of the women face her for the first
Right.
time, just to have that book close and then we
Right.
can proceed.
Well, I have one thing. While I would not like to see her on Salt Lake City, I think she should get a job like everybody else. However, she is responsible for paying millions of dollars back. Is the word
Exactly.
reparations? I'm sorry, I'm
Yeah.
just not quite there. Reparations.
Restitution?
Restitution, thank you. In restitution, I appreciate that. She needs to have something to where
Agreed.
she can have some sort of money maker. Write a book about prison and being in a shared cell with Ghislaine
And
Maxwell.
thank you. Thank you. And who else is
Write
in
a
there?
book about it.
Who else is in there? It's Ghislaine, it's
It's
Jen,
Elizabeth
Elizabeth Holmes.
Holmes.
Thank you. I would read that because
Write the book, I'll buy it. And
no,
the money, if the money goes 100% to
exactly.
the victims, I will buy your book.
Yeah. So I would be open to a one-off episode. It doesn't even need to be in the season. It could just be a special or whatever. I would be
Yes.
open to seeing the women talk to Jen. I would be open to her writing a book because, like, to your point, Ghislaine and Elizabeth,
We're here to listen.
we're here to listen, and we want to. And I'm also nosy. I also want to know for me. I
100.
also want
Especially
to
would
know
just
for
like to
me.
hear about her prison experience.
Exactly. That's interesting to me. There's a reason why, like,
Curious.
Orange is the New Black was so interesting. Like, as morbid as it might be, like, we as a society just have an interest in like true crime and things like that. And I'm not
Right.
saying it's right, but it's the truth.
That's culture.
Exactly. But okay, guys, this is our pop culture recap. Again, we should be back on our regularly scheduled program. You will see us Wednesday for Salt Lake City, and we will be chatting it up since we missed last week.
Yeah, and I again apologize. Imani's always ready and willing and so sweet to understand, but I'm doing the best I
We're
can.
doing the best we can, and I think that's okay. We're not, on the front lines in the Middle East, right? We're talking about Bravo and
Thank
pop culture.
goodness.
So I think people should be okay with it, but if not, we're so sorry, but we are back on track. Follow us on tasteofreality.com for all of our written posts and all BravoCon content on Threads, on TikTok, on Instagram, and we will see you on Wednesday for our Salt Lake City recap. Bye.
Bye.